Pow wow! Ow, wow! Today I'm going to be showing you guys a little sneak peek of this Lemo 2. But like I said, this is only a sneak peek. Okay, I need more time with this sucker. Need at least a week. At least a week with this device. Put her through its paces. Then I'll come back and do a full review, break her down. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to vape on her, share the build I have in here, and I'm going to compare her to the Lemo 1. So the build I have in this Lemo 2 is a 0.9 ohm standard build using 26 gauge Kanthal. Got her sitting on this Tesla 120, which I'm super digging. But yeah, I'm vaping her at 27 watts, baby. 27 watts. Oh yeah, and I got the airflow wide open. Now, the difference between this device, this Lemo 2, and the Lemo 1 is, the Lemo 1, you got 4 holes. You got about four 2mm holes all around the base. With this one, you just got 2 massive slots. It's very similar looking to the Delta 2, the Joytech Delta 2. Okay, those slots. Compared to the Lemo 1 as far as airflow, this is a Lemo 1, Lemo 2. Both of them wide open. Noticeably more airflow in this Lemo 2 than the Lemo 1. Also, the juice I have in here is an 80 VG based juice, and it's wicking. I mean, it is kicking some ass. Oh yeah. So yeah, like I said, you got noticeably more airflow from the Lemo 2 than you do the Lemo 1. Now, do you have as much airflow from this Lemo 2 than you do from the Subtank Mini? Subtank Mini wide open is a little bit more airflow, just a touch more airflow. Subtank Mini wide open. Lemo 2 wide open. Sounds the same, but it's slightly more airflow from the Subtank Mini. I mean, it's very, very, very close. So if you're a big fan of the Subtank Mini, you love the airflow from the Subtank Mini, chances are you're going to love the airflow from the Lemo 2. The biggest thing I love about this device, this Lemo 2 versus the Lemo 1, is the size. I mean, 22mm, baby. Okay, the Lemo 1 was 23mm in diameter. Lemo 2, 22mm in diameter. The height is shorter as well. It's definitely a more stealthier device. It's not a stealthy device by any means, but it's more stealthier than the Lemo 1. But here's the thing, since this device is smaller in size, you are sacrificing less juice capacity, okay? This sucker holds 3.8 mils of e-liquid, while the Lemo 1 holds 5 mils of e-liquid. That's a pretty big difference. Okay, so for the Lemo 1, you had to fill this sucker up from the bottom, like a lot of these other tanks. You unscrew the base, you got a fill port, you pull the fill port out, you fill this sucker up, you put the fill port back in there, you put the base back on there, and you're good to go. With this device, you don't have to worry about that because the fill port is on the outside at the top. Like I said, it holds 3.8 mils. And let's say I open her up from the top. You'll know what I'm talking about in the close-ups because I'm going to show you a quick little teaser. But you fill this sucker up from the top, whether you close the airflow off at the bottom or you leave it open, it doesn't matter. It leaks for the first, I would say, first couple minutes. This is what I've noticed in the last day that I've been using this. It leaks for the first couple minutes and then I'm good to go. It clears right up. I'm rocking and rolling. Alrighty, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now is dive up close and show you the differences between the Lemo 1 and the Lemo 2. Okay, I'm not going to break the Lemo 2 down. I'm not going to do that in this video. Again, I got a full review coming about a week from now, but I'm going to show you the main differences, the airflow, the adjustable airflow, the fill ports, the drip tips, how each one stacks up next to each other as far as length, size, diameter, all that goodness. You guys ready? Let's go. So you got the Lemo 2 right here on the left, and you got the Lemo 1 on the right. Now, the Lemo 1, she's 82mm in height, while the Lemo 2 is 72mm in height. Actually, the Lemo 2 is shorter than the Lemo Drop. The Lemo Drop is 74mm in height, and this thing, like I said, 72. 2mm shorter than the Lemo Drop. Alright, so here's the base of the Lemo 2 and the base of the Lemo 1. Now, on the left, you got the Lemo 2, and then on the right, you got the Lemo 1. Lemo 1, like I mentioned in FaceTime, 23mm in diameter. The Lemo 2 is 22, and you can tell a difference. Lemo 1 is definitely wider. Here's where the adjustable airflow is on the Lemo 2. You got one large slot on one side, one large slot on the other to adjust. You just adjust the ring. Boom. Very similar to the Delta 2, the Joytech Delta 2. Versus the Lemo 1, you got 4 holes at the base. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then your adjustable airflow is underneath this cap down here, this base. And like I mentioned in the review, you use this little ring, this adjustable ring, adjust it in to close off the airflow, adjust it out to open up the airflow. And there's your fill port for the Lemo 1, kind of a pain in the ass. And here's your fill port for the Lemo 2. All you do is twist this ring up here, and it clicks into place, opens up, you fill it up, easy peasy. What a sleazy, but here's the issue that I've been having. Since it's up top, and when you fill it up, whether I leave these slots closed, it tends to leak. Again, I gotta spend a week with this sucker, and then I'll come back with a full review and let you know if it's still leaking or not, or if I found a solution. On the left, you got the Lemo 2 drip tip, and then on the right, you got the Lemo 1 drip tip. Now, from the top, for this Lemo 2, the drip tip looks like it's massively wide bore, especially compared to the Lemo 1 drip tip, but it tapers down on the Lemo 2 drip tip, tapers down to exactly what this is in diameter all the way through. Pretty much the exact same diameter. So that is the sneak peek of the Lemo 2. Let's go ahead and take her back to FaceTime. So yeah, that is the sneak peek in the day that I've been using this. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Flavor is top notch, especially for your heavy VG-based juices. I mean, flavor is great for the thinner VG-based juices, but for the guys that like to vape 80 VG, 90 VG-based juices, it keeps up, man. It keeps up. That's what I love about all these tanks nowadays, these sub-ohm tanks, and these new RTAs, the Lemo 2. Even the Lemo 1 and the Lemo Drop are great, but this Lemo 2, I've been enjoying it. Is it worth it for you heavy VG-based juicers? Is it worth it for you cloud chasers that love all that airflow? Okay, that's going to be the big answer to the big question. Would I go out and buy one? Now, I don't know yet. I got to figure this out. I got to play with this a little bit more. All I can tell you is it's been pretty good. Pretty damn good in the last day I've been using it. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.